Hey guys, I'm back, and sorry my camera cut out on the last one. Now, I missed, my batteries died, so I added a little bit more trim just down the side here. That was basically all you missed. And I put this piece at the top, but it's at the back, so that's all I've done since the last video. So right now I'm working on some embellishments and I'm embossing some chipboard, and I just want to show you. I'm using two different kinds of embossing powder. I'm using the Ranger, just the regular embossing powder stuff, and then I'm using the Distress embossing powder by Tim Holtz, and this one's Vintage Photo. But I also have some Recollections out here. I don't know if I'll use this blue or not, but I've got some various colors here, and I've even got some Distress glitter if I decide to use that. But I want to show you the difference between the two. So this is a pocket watch, and this is one of Gina's little pocket watches, and I use the Distress embossing powder, which is this one, on the outside of the pocket watch, and you can see up close it's not shiny, it's very matte finish, and it almost looks like leather to me, like it almost has that look to it. Now up here I've used some regular embossing powder from Ranger, which is the copper, and I just kind of sprinkled some in a couple of different spots. The center, which is this clock here, which goes in the middle, I used the regular, just black, and you can see that that comes up a lot glossier. So those are the difference between those two types of embossing powder. And for those of you who don't know how to emboss, I'm going to show you here a couple of little things. And yes, I'm using Perfect Medium, which is this stuff from Ranger. And yes, I know that the top of it is a messy because I do a lot of embossing. But all you're going to do is you're going to take your chipboard and you're just going to kind of squish it in the pad. And you want to get the stuff that's in the pad on top of the chipboard. That's what you want to do. Actually, it would help if I did the right side. So I'm doing these clock hands now for my tag. And you just want to get it so it's soaked up enough so you can put your embossing powder on top of it. And you can see there's a tiny bit of a shine to that, so that means that there's enough of the chemical, whatever this is, clear ink, I guess, on top of the clock hand. So when I have these done, we will go to the next step. Okay, so that should be okay. Now you may have to do two coats, that's okay. So I'm going to do the hands black, so I'll just be using the regular embossing powder on these. And I just have a little paper towel here, and all you do is just sprinkle it over. Just like that. And then you're going to take it out of the powder. You're going to get it all over your fingers, so you know it's mixed media, you're going to get dirty. And you're just going to tap it gently. So it looks like that. Now, I have a little spot there, but you can dip it back in. So that's what it looks like with the embossing powder on it. You just set those aside. Let me get the other one out here. And like I said, you may end up doing two coats. So there's that. And then you just take your paper towel or your piece of paper, whatever you're using, fold it in half, and then you just put all of your embossing powder right back in. Because you don't want to waste this stuff. You end up wasting a little bit, but you know, there's not a lot you can do about that. It is what it is, right? Okay, so then, this is the noisy part. I'm going to put these back on here so you can see. So what you want to do now, you need a heat gun, which is my poor, beat up, bent, dented, look at how bad that is, but this thing works like a dream. This is my heat tool right here. Got this at just the local store in town. Now, you don't want to take your heat gun and just right down low because you'll end up blowing off all the embossing powder. So what you need to do is start up high and then come down. Because if you start up high, then the embossing powder is going to have a chance to start melting a bit, and then it won't blow off. So now here's the noisy part, and I'm sorry for that. I'm just going to use This is my broken craft knife, but I use it for holding things down. So let me do one at a time. So noisy part now, guys. Sorry. Excuse the noise. And you start up high and come down on top of it. And you'll see it slowly start to melt. And somebody's calling me on Skype. Isn't that convenient? So there you go. It's melted now. Well, I'll call them back in a minute. And now you can see, and of course it's still a bit hot, but you can see that it's shiny. So anyway, this needs another coat, but I'm just going to answer that call and I'll be right back. Hey guys, I'm back, and it's actually the next day since the last part of the video. Excuse me. Just didn't get back to it last night. I just got yakking to my friend Mary. Hi, Mary. She called me on Skype, so, you know. Anyway, I am back, and we're going to finish up this tag. So I've got out all of my things, and where we left off was the embossing of the clock hands. So that's where we're at right now. So there's the clock hands that are embossed, and yes, I have paint on my hand. Sorry. So I have gone ahead and embossed the other things as you had seen yesterday, or earlier in this video, which isn't yesterday to you. And I've done the pocket watch, and I also did these wings, which are chipboard. And for the glittery one, let me see if I have it handy. Yes, that's from Recollections. I used this one. It's called Marine Azure. Marine Azul. Marine. Okay, anyway, it's pretty. It's pretty and sparkly. So that's what I used on the wings. So really we're at the point now where we can start our embellishments. And I have used some of the other pieces from Louisa's kit, and the wings that you saw me distress earlier, and the Little Hope ticket. So those are all going to be going on, as well as some of these chipboard pieces and a few other little goodies that I have here. So let's get started. I've also taken out this Prima piece, which this is one of my favorites. It's the Roman column. I just love, love, love these. So I'm going to put that right here. I really want it to have that sort of like a wintry feel, but almost like a, I don't know, for lack of a better term, I guess, sort of heavenly cherub type feel. That's kind of what I'm going for. So I thought that this would fit in perfectly. So that's what we're going to put on here. So that's that right here. I love Prima resin pieces. They are really some of my favorite things to use. And I'm going to put these wings up here like this. But before I do that, I realize that this side is still chipboard. So I think I'm going to have to emboss those. So I'm going to do that right now, and that way when it's on the other side, it won't look so funky. I just think it would be better to emboss them. I don't need to emboss all the way down because some of it will be glued on the front. So it's an easy way to save a bit of embossing powder. And I am going to use that same embossing powder again, the same color. I'm going to have to get a new pad soon. It still works good though. So anyway, we'll get that back out again. And we will do this side. Let me just do a little bit more on there. Okay, so let's sprinkle some of this on. This stuff goes on so good. I really do like the Recollections embossing powders. They tend to work quite good. Okay, so there's that. And again, I don't need to go all the way down because one side will be glued. So see, that went on pretty good. Okay, so I'm just going to put this back in here now, and then we'll get that done. Okay. So we'll just give this a quick embossing here. Sorry for moving my camera. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to use my heat gun. 1 second. There we go, all done. Very pretty. So now both sides are done. Okay, so now we can put these on the tag. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to put them right there, just sort of on an angle. So a little bit of glue. There, like that. Now these pieces here, sorry for the noise, there's people here. I'm going to put these pieces from Louise's digital kit on here as well, and they're just going to sit in the front, right like that. Oops. And the glue string. Look at that. So a little bit of glue for here. And they're going to go like that, just over top. And then I've got this other chipboard piece here, and it says friends, because this is going to a friend. And I'm just going to place that right there, just over top. I think that'll give that a really cute look. So this doesn't need much glue. Just a few little dots. So we're just going to put this on here like this. There we go. See? There we go. Looks pretty good. So, and the next part of this that I'm going to do, I think we'll work on the clock. The pocket watch, I mean. So that's going to go over here. Right here, I think. But I want to put the piece from Louise's Paperline behind it. So I think what I will do is glue this piece on top of it first. Like this. I think. Or should I do it this way? Yep, I should do it this way, I think. Just glue this on like that. And then that piece can just fit right inside it, so that's what we'll do. So just a tiny light bit of glue, very, very close to the edge on here. And then the clock piece. And then the clock, which fits inside now. I think I might use glossy accents to put this in because I think the hot glue will be just too much. Might make it too bulky. Well, of course I need to It's clogged. So we'll unclog this. Okay, unclogged. And we'll just put a little tiny bit on the inside here. And that will hold that clock piece in there nicely. Like so. And there we have the little chipboard pocket watch with Louisa's digital clock inside it there. And that's going to go right here. I'm just going to glue that on now. That's going to go right there. And then the little cherub, I want to tuck that in behind, so I'm not going to glue that down just yet. I want to have the cherub so it looks like she's sort of sitting on top of that. There we go. So that's what we have so far. We're almost done. Now I'm going to add the clock hands that I embossed. So I'm actually going to glue these together first. Just a tiny bit of glue. It would go that way. And a bit of glue on the back. And then I've got this tiny little cherub right here, then silver. I'm just going to put that in the center of the clock hands. And I think that will look really cute. So we're getting there. We're nearly done. Doesn't take long to come together, really. Oh, I was going to put this doily behind it, but I won't. Oh, maybe I'll put that on the other side. So now I have the little Hope ticket, and I've got one of the little Tim Holtz numbers here, so I'm just going to pop that in here, and I'm just going to put just a touch of glue on it just to hold it. Just kind of scrape off the excess glue, and that's going to go right there. Bit of glue, and here we go, right here. And we're in pretty good shape, I think. And now I've got the Tim Holtz swivel clasp, and I got out some charms from my stash. This is a little Prima piece, little heart, a little key, and a little bird cage. So all I'm going to do with that now is attach that to the bottom down here. And then close that. And we are good to go, I think. There you have it, minus glue strings. So this is my mixed media tag, similar to the one that I had made before, but this is for a friend. And you can see it's got all of this neat texture here with the bricks. And we did some embossing, beautiful wings. And these from Louisa's kit. And this is from Louisa's kit, and the paper. The back I've just left plain for right now. I'm going to stamp it and sign the back, and I'll probably add this little doily as well to the back, because it kind of picks up on the little snowflakes that you see here. So I think I'm going to put that on the back, and then just put a little stamp there with my my name and a little note for the person it's going to. And we have the little cherub and the clock piece back here from Louisa's digital kit as well. So I'm going to put the links to Louisa's Zibbet shop down below, and you can find the Angelic Christmas digital paper along with her gorgeous embellishment kits and other digital scrapbooking kits that she has. They're all beautiful in my opinion. Every month when she comes out with a new digital kit, I'm just totally blown away and amazed. So go and check them out. Let me know what you think, and I really hope that you guys have liked this mixed media tutorial. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks everybody. Bye.